And today we're talking about the thing that's coming right around the corner, and that is Easter. And I just want to give you some helpful tips to get you through that a little bit stronger and a little bit healthier, because you're going to know some secrets that not everybody knows. All right? Well, what usually happens over Easter, for most people anyways, and families, and I've always been raised where every time we have an Easter celebration, we wake up early for the Easter baskets, we hunt the eggs, and the Easter baskets are full of what? Well, you probably know it's full of candy, full of snacks, full of sweets, and some eggs too, right? But not everybody eats those eggs. Well, that's so much sugar. And this is about, saving yourself from all that sugar. I know it's good to have here and there, and it could be used in, moderation, but that sugar, if you get the same feeling I do, you get all excited, you eat a bunch of chocolate or a bunch of sweets, whether it's Easter or not, right? And what happens is you want more and more, because it's addictive. It's like that drug sensation. But the problem is you keep eating more and more, and then you suddenly feel, oh man, I don't feel so good. This isn't comfortable, and I know I overdid it on the chocolates, the candy, the sweets. In fact, I feel pretty tired. I feel demotivated, and I also feel guilty, right? If you feel guilty because you eat so much sugar, well, that's kind of a sucky feeling. So a better way to go about it and actually get the sustainable energy that you want, it's a simple switch. Instead of having more sugars, you can trick yourself and trick your brain by just having more of fats. Yes, that's correct. Less sugar, more fat. The opposite of what you've learned for the last decade. Okay, this is huge for you if you're just learning this. But I just have some simple things, like when you want a snack. Okay, if you have an Easter basket, yeah, you may end up eating some of that, but try and give some of it away. And then if you have some of it, like chocolate or some of your favorite things, have a bite or two of it, but then go to a fat source to complete it, or have it with a fat source. For instance, chocolate and peanut butter goes really well together. But if you have more of the peanut butter and less of the chocolate, it's going to fill you up faster. And what fat does for you in the body, it's the complete opposite of sugar, all right? It doesn't bombard you, cause inflammation, all this stuff. It actually will give you energy, give you focus. It's good for your brain. But here's a couple fat sources. So if you want to have with your chocolate, in order to consume less of that and more of an alternative, and still get a snack treat, here's, if you can see that, this is almond butter, okay? Or you can use natural peanut butter. And like I already said, maybe put it together or slab it on one of those chocolate eggs, so you're eating more of the peanut butter or almond butter, the natural versions of that, getting more fats and less sugar. Okay, again, you're not just gonna pop those candies or those chocolates, and you're gonna eat more of something that's a sustainable energy and doesn't make you end up just craving more and more and eating more and more. It's a vicious cycle, right? So this doesn't just happen during Easter. It just happens to be a good time to think about avoiding sugars and saving yourself from all that damage and abuse that it causes. Another thing that I like to do to help me get more fats, I'll put it in my food. I'll cook with it. So you can use olive oil, extra virgin, or avocado. There's lots of better cooking oils out there that, again, improve the way you absorb the food, the way you digest it, and your metabolism. Okay, all good things. Another trick that most people probably don't know yet is you can put good oil in your coffee. If you like coffee in the morning, as do I, then to make it a little bit healthier option for you, add fat. Surprise. So this is MCT oil. Add that to the coffee in the morning. Some bulletproof coffee, along with ghee butter. Okay, so it's like a buttery cream. It's a little bit different than butter, but it's organic, grass-fed buttercream, and it's just full of fatty acids that our brain needs, our body needs. So hormones are made up of primarily protein and fats. And if you've been keeping along with it so far, you're probably eating more proteins and thinking about a little bit more fats, but really explore the fats. So here's the things that, I'm just going to take one more quick photo for you that you can get at the grocery store. I mean, this is any type of oil, coconut oil or avocado oil. This is the Brain Octane with MCT oil and C8. Very good for focus, mental clarity, other stuff, keeping you energized. And just had this probably a half an hour ago with my apple. So it filled me up a lot faster. Just eating an apple by itself, for a snack, I'd probably be like, what's next? What's next? But having some fatty butter, some fatty almond or peanut butter, it sustains you and it takes your mind off of sugars and other junk food that may be in your house. Of course, you should get it out of your house, that kind of stuff. But avoid, the sugar and the damage to sugar, or minimize it. So just think of, what you can get at the grocery store and ways you can include more fat instead of sugar. All right, have a good week, guys.